yesterday in the morning, everybody woke up because of the missiles, bombs, and a lot of noise.
My grandma, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, like they all live there.
Ukrainian students at WSU react to the overnight Russian invasion of their home country. More of their stories coming up tonight.
And a local school board has made a decision about mask mandates. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Smith.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Welcome to Murrow News 8. Explosions were heard throughout Ukraine. Missiles were seen flying across the sky. Russia began invading Ukraine overnight. According to Ukraine's health minister, 57 Ukrainians were killed and more than 169 were wounded. They say it's unclear how many were civilians. Andriy Zurovchuk and Daniel Lishuk are WSU students, both of whom have family living in Ukraine right now. They spoke to us about how they're feeling after hearing the news and their immediate reactions.
And it was terrifying, actually, because we were preparing for that, but it's hard to prepare actually to the war. It's hard to understand that you will have bombs or rockets, missiles in your city.
I'm glad I don't have to be there right now. I'm here, but it's still tough, to deal with my whole family being there. Because now I don't even know when I'll be able to see them again.
A free presentation of the Ukrainian crisis will take place today from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the University of Idaho. 4 professors will discuss the cause, historical context, and significance of the crisis in room 141 of the Education Building. Masks are required. Those who wish to attend remotely can go to the link on the University of Idaho website.
Following Governor Inslee's announcement about the indoor mask mandate being lifted for most places on March 21st, many people are still wondering what WSU's next steps will be. We spoke with WSU spokesperson Phil Weiler about when WSU will make a decision and how this may affect all WSU campuses.
I wouldn't be surprised if we all pick that March 21st date, only because the data indicate that we are going in the right direction, that hospitalizations are decreasing, infection rates are dropping. But I think until we have the ability to have that discussion with everybody, we're not going to make a decision here at WSU.
Representatives from public universities across Washington state will meet Monday to discuss further actions and try to react to the mandate in solidarity.
The Moscow School Board voted to remove their mask mandate Wednesday night and make it optional. The board spent over an hour discussing the possibility of removing the mandate from Superintendent Dr. Greg Bailey. Starting today, masks will be optional at extracurricular activities, and on March 12th, masks will be optional in the classroom. Masks will still be required on school buses, however, as applicable by federal law.
A number of bills seeking to address college affordability were recently heard in front of the House College and Workforce Development Committee. Among those is House Bill 1659, which would expand access for students to the Washington College Grant by expanding the income threshold. This would also allow bridge grants to be awarded to college grant recipients who receive the maximum grant benefit. Giselle Salazar, the ASWSU Director of Legislative Affairs, expressed the importance of this bill.
I am a participant, I do receive both of that. And because without them, I would not actually be in school because it's really, really expensive.
Bridge grants can be spent on non-tuition expenses that students come across, such as textbook and housing costs. The bill is scheduled for a committee hearing in the Senate today.
The Pullman Depot Heritage Center recently received an anonymous donation. Our reporter Chris Mitchell will take you there to see where this money is going to go to. We've seen record-breaking cold temperatures on the Palouse the past few days. How much longer we'll have to endure that cold? Up next.
And it's opening night at the Pullman Civic Theater. Our reporter Abby Davis takes us behind the scenes coming up.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Live theater is back in Pullman for the season. Murrow News 8 reporter Abby Davis spoke with those involved to find out what it takes for a show to go from the script to the stage.
Boys, this is Cecily Pigeon. She lives upstairs.
For most of Pullman Civic Theater, the people are what makes it worth it.
It's just always nice meeting new friends.
It's been a blast. This has been one of my favorite casts and crews I've ever worked with.
Everyone gets along, everyone has fun.
The camaraderie the cast shares is something they say is special.
It's not like a team sport where you're competing, but it is definitely a team effort.
Even if they don't know each other from the outset, they relatively quickly develop a kind of friendship, a kind of connection that allows the show to, over time, develop a really organic feeling to it.
PCT's current play, The Odd Couple, revolves around the aftermath of a divorce, something cast members think may be relatable for some people in the audience.
Knowing that it is something a lot of people go through and it can be painful, but I think theater does a good job of bringing humor to painful things.
Divorce is something that about, 50% of Americans go through. Maybe it'll be familiar and maybe it'll humanize it a little bit.
It's really powerful to watch live theater. It's really engaging and interesting to watch human beings portray story in front of you.
I'm actually right outside PCT's theater. This is where the group practices and performs. Leading up to The Odd Couple, they have been working for 3 hours a day, 4 times a week to prepare.
For some cast members, this is their first production in many years.
That's always a lot of fun to bring all those people together and give them an equal opportunity to engage with character, engage with the script, and just see what they come up with and find ways to help them along the way.
Abby Davis, Murrow, News 8.
The Odd Couple is running through March 6th. Masks and proof of vaccination against COVID-19 is required for entrance.
Well, I've been dreading this last week, and the snow that I woke up to this morning didn't really help. Connor, can you tell me that's going to get just a little bit warmer this week?
Thanks so much, Jackie. Well, as they say, it's always darkest before the dawn, and that's pretty much all I can say about this weather upcoming, because today we're going to have a pretty cloudy and cold night with the 23-degree high and 11-degree low, about, below freezing either way. That's pretty much all that's going to happen with that. If we move into tomorrow, we're going to have pretty much the exact same result, basically, with just, a lot of cold and a lot of, cold nights. Thankfully, nothing record-breaking that we've had prior. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny, but it'll be 31 degrees and 18, so just below freezing, which I'm really not happy about, but it is what it is. Moving into the state map, currently we have in the 5-day forecast we have a very cloudy day, and if we go into the east side, we're going to have a 23-degree high, 11-degree low. In Spokane, we're going to have 30 degrees and 12 degrees, so it's pretty much going to be cloudy and cold. And if we move over closer to the west side, it is going to be sunny and, frankly, pretty jealous of, because 41 and 26 and 23, not a bad place to be in the middle of winter. And overall, in Yakima and Tri-Cities, it's going to be pretty cold all throughout and cloudy. Those clouds aren't just going to go away until maybe mid-March, I would say, honestly, which I'm not so happy about, but that's just the way it is. And if we move into the 5-day forecast, what we can look at here is Friday, it's going to be sunny, but like I said, it will be cold. And things are going to start to warm up pretty soon, but it's still going to be 32, 18, not the greatest, honestly, in my opinion. On Saturday, it'll be 39 and 26, so we'll be picking up a little bit, getting a little bit warmer. And on Sunday, it is going to rain, and Monday and Tuesday. So the rain I'm not really looking forward to too much, but overall, not terrible, honestly. I feel like any Washingtonian, can assume that that'll be the case. And overall, it'll be warmer as we see 37, 42, 49. Those are good-looking temperatures, and we're slowly going to get into that spring step. The groundhog was right, but time is almost waning. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's all I got for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Connor. The Cougs are taking on number 2 ranked Stanford tonight.
Alex McCollum breaks down what's at stake tonight for the women's basketball team.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Good evening, I'm Alex McCollum with sports. WSU men's basketball did not disappoint last night in last night's Apple Cup Series game against the University of Washington. The energy in Beasley Coliseum during the last 5 minutes was palpable. Cougs and Huskies were tied at the end of the first half 33-33, but after halftime pulled ahead with a 13-1 run. Game scoring 25 points for a final 78-70. WSU plays UW again at Alaska Airlines Arena at 3 p.m. Saturday. WSU women's basketball is headed down to the Bay Area to play Stanford at 8 p.m. at the Maples Pavilion tonight. The women's team is currently tied in Pac-12 standings with the University of Oregon, and they just need to win this one game to break that tie and hold on to their bye in the Pac-12. We need to play UC Berkeley noon Saturday at Haas Pavilion. Thanks, guys. That's all for sports. Back to the desk.
Famous Pacific Northwest show from the early 90s is having an anniversary today.
We'll have more after the break.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Fans of the cult classic Twin Peaks are in for a treat. Mayors Kathryn Ross and Rob McFarland of Snoqualmie Valley and North Bend have officially proclaimed today, February 24th, as Twin Peaks Day in both cities. For 3 decades, the TV series has drawn tourists year-round to Snoqualmie and North Bend. Today will also mark the 5th consecutive year the two cities have actually recognized this holiday. I think that's pretty cool. What about you, Riley?
I think that's really exciting. The lead actor on the show is actually from Washington State, Yakima, to be specific.
It's pretty close to you.
It is pretty close to me down in Tri-Cities.
Thanks for watching. If you missed this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Have a good night.